Hey, what's up, guys? It is a beautiful November morning here in DFW, Texas. Feeling pretty great, and overall, I've been feeling super great inside and outside of the gym. It's very evident inside of the gym, especially on performance. I've been feeling very comfortable under the bar, in the big three: squat, bench, and deadlift, and everything has been going really great. As far as squat, I'm doing the best I've ever been in squat. I'm the most consistent I've ever been on bench, and deadlift is actually coming up, which is a big one for me. For the longest, I had a big mental barriers that I had to break down, and bad habits that I had to break out. But yeah, the big three have been coming up quite a bit, and I'm actually very happy with how everything has been going as a whole, inside and outside of the gym. And today I just wanted to hop on, review some training footage, and see what I've been doing different. As far as form, I've actually changed it up quite a bit. Not for the longest, I kind of switched it up to a little bit closer stance, and then recently, the coach recommended that I bring my stance out quite a bit, and I'm not gonna look back at all. I'm gonna keep pushing this and seeing where I can take it. I hit a pretty fat PR yesterday, actually, of 150 kilos. I think it was 150 kilos that I opened at my last meet, and I ripped this out yesterday for my a top set of 5 at like an RPE. I think it's like 8, but it actually felt like a sub 8. Being completely honest with myself, it was slightly high because it weirdly felt light on my back. I was straining myself a lot, but I'm kind of still getting used to the wider stance and getting inside the hole a little bit comfortably, especially because I have to hinge my hips a little bit more in order to get into the hole or with this wide stance. But overall, pretty solid lifts. Probably the biggest bench session I've had so far was repping 97.5 kilo, I think it is. Just, I believe, around 214, 215 ish, give or take, with collars on. I believe this is a set of 3 for my top set, and it moved really great. I felt very stacked. This day, bench felt effortless. There goes the homie Omar, he's been telling me that I have like shouted him out, but not put him inside a video. So this is you, Omar. Crispy handoff, an 8 out of 10, and yeah, really good handoff. This day I was overall feeling really good. From the very beginning, I was feeling very stacked. I've been touching a little bit lower on my chest. I think I'm touching. Normally I touch like maybe right below my sternum, but now I'm touching kind of like all the way below my sternum. I think like a good 2 to 3 fingers width below my sternum, which is actually super low, but it's feeling stacked and the weight is moving. A pretty solid set of 3. Well, I say pretty solid because the first 2 moved really good. It was the last one that kind of reverted back to, I don't know why I was thinking what I was thinking, but I reverted back to touching a little bit higher. I think I touched right at my sternum, and it threw me off completely because I was so used to that kind of stacked feeling of touching 2 to 3 fingers below it, and that slight difference in position position of the bar at the bottom really threw me off. But it still felt easy. At no point did I feel like I was gonna drop the weight or that the weight wasn't gonna move. But yeah, looking back at it, it moved a little bit faster than I thought it was. I thought it like stalled, but it was just kind of a little hiccup from losing or from not touching correctly at the bottom. As far as deadlift, this deadlift session I'm actually showing. Today's Wednesday. This deadlift session was from this Friday that just passed. To put into perspective, I hit 205 kilos for my meet back in September, specifically September 23rd. This was a big one for me too because I hit 200 kilos, which is a big mental block for me, for a pretty solid rep. I was like feeling myself that day. I was kind of like hype. I was really hype. I was in the zone. I was into my music. It was thumping and everything, and I was like, I was gonna legit lock it out and just throw it on the floor, like push stuff on the floor. But I, all right. So let me go back. So okay, so the deadlift breaks the floor. The slack is out. I was hype, testosterone on a million, and to move. This is gonna fly, and so this is coming up, and I was like, bro, this is the easiest I've ever moved 200. I was so hyped. I was gonna throw it, but I was like, no, I don't want to be a douchebag. And because yeah, I was like, I don't want to be a douchebag. I'm not gonna sit here and throw shit, and it all happened at the same time. So like, I'm gonna throw it, but then I regretted it midway. It was like a split second decision, so it kind of like it rolled forward because Like, I'm gonna throw it, and then I was like, no, never mind. And I kind of regretted throwing it, or regretted um halfway, no, at lockout, regretted the decision to try to throw it, and it threw off the whole lift. My coach actually was like, dude, you didn't hold it out, or you seem to have some stability issues at the top. I was like, yeah, it's about that. I was thinking about throwing it, but I ended up not throwing it, and yeah, kind of made it so that it felt awkward at the top. But I am now a dirty sumo hook grip puller. Tried hook grip before. I don't know what happened. I don't know, my fingers got longer all of a sudden or something, but I decided to try it, just warming up a couple of, like, around last week, and surprisingly, it felt great. It felt great. It felt supernatural, and I decided to just roll with it. Supernatural. It feels supernatural for like the first 2, 3, maybe even 4 sets, but then after that, my thumbs are absolutely cooked. They're tingling. They're in pain. They feel shriveled. They feel like they're dying. But if you get past that and just trying to get into the zone, it does not feel bad whatsoever. Overall, super happy with how deadlift moving, super happy with how squats moving, and super happy with how bench is moving. There's two changes that I've made. One physically, one mentally. Physically, I've cleaned up my diet a lot. I haven't been eating trash foods. I guess you can call it trash food. Earlier this week, I had like a Friendsgiving thing where I ate, and I wasn't too worried about what I was eating. I just kind of ate, felt happy, stopped eating. It didn't affect me anything at all because I've been pretty consistent with my diet outside of that. That's probably the only physical thing I've been doing. I've been getting the normal amount of sleep, or actually been sleeping a little bit less. I've been sleeping less in, and eating, being consistent, being pretty much consistent with my food, and it's pretty much the only thing I've been doing. The biggest thing that's been for me is mental. I think that, and might go off on a little tangent. I think that your mental game is the biggest factor to how you perform in the gym, or at least for me. Or at least for me, you know that saying. This is like when you're done. I don't know who did it. Who said it? I think it was like David Goggins or something. Somebody, someone crazy like that. Someone hard, someone dope like that. When you're done, when your brain thinks it's done, your body is only 25%. When your brain thinks that it's completely maxed out, your body still has like 75% left in it. For me, I'm a big mental person. If I'm not there, if there's the slightest bit of doubt in me, my entire lift will go off. Especially when I get to I don't know why it is, but I honestly I do not know why it is that this happens. When I get to heavier weight, I think it has to be heavier. If there's any sort of like doubt within me that I can do something, it throws off the lift completely. And it's been a barrier that's gone on ever since I started training. I have no idea why, but it's just, I don't know. I don't know. But lately, I've been trying to change my mindset as far as it coming in with confidence, knowing that I can do these things, and it's been the biggest difference for me. I try to use my emotions to my advantage. What do I mean by that? I love the gym because it's the one place that I am in complete control of my emotions, or so as of lately. Anytime outside of the gym, there's no controlling your emotions. Your emotions come, um, for whatever reason. Hardships, frustrations, all that stuff that life likes to throw at you. The gym is the one place where I am in complete control of my emotions. I can use my emotions to my advantage. I can use my frustrations to my advantage, and it's the one place where I sort of, in a way, use those. God, I think those feelings are very powerful. I sort of, in a way, use those feelings to put them all together and almost convert them into something physical and something into my advantage. In this case, lifting the weight. I feel like it's not. I go into like a almost like a Zen mode. And I don't get emotions at the gym. I just kind of use the thought, or remembering how I felt in the moment, and I just kind of use the like how I felt in the moment and how frustrated I've been, and I kind of try to channel that energy into the weight. And I think you can't get that anywhere else. You can't get that sort of thing anywhere else. You're legitimately turning your hardships, abusing your hardships into your advantage to get something great out of it, to get something greater out of yourself. And that's been the greatest thing for me. I've learned to do that, and I'm only getting better at it. And it's been the biggest difference as far as mental blocks inside of the gym. And I don't know, I almost find something beautiful about it, you know? I'm using everything that I've never had any control over, and taking control over it and pushing it into doing something great for myself, doing something that makes me happy. In this case, the gym. The gym is the one place in the day that so it's almost like my reset button. It's the place where I can go and almost in a way be selfish, I guess you could call it. Be selfish and go try to do something better for me. I wouldn't even call it selfish. I just kind of like, dude, I go in there and I try to be better every day. I try to do better than I try to be better than the day I was before. Very, very, very cliche thing to say, but it's true. Very, very true. I go in there and I'm not gonna take what I took yesterday, and be content with that. I try to go in there and I try to break barriers within myself, and yeah, I love this thing. That has made the biggest difference as far as confidence. It's made me very, very confident. It's made me consistent in the gym, and I go in there even when days where I'm super sore, and I go in there, I do the work, and I guess there's nothing much more to say about that. Um, Training's been great, and confidence has been up, and it's led to the biggest difference in how I've been performing in the gym. And yeah, I think we're onto something. But yeah, just kind of wanted to hop on today, talk a little bit about that. It's been on my mind. It's been on my mind for a while, and I'm actually getting pretty hype. I might go to the gym. I was gonna go to the gym later, but I'm gonna go to the gym right now just because I'm so hyped. If you guys enjoyed today's video, if you guys liked the video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. See you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye.